Alright everyone, in this video I want to show you how to make a very simple static site that you can use if you don't want to use WordPress. WordPress is a great platform and I use it a lot as well, but sometimes I like to just make a very static site that I don't have to put a whole lot of time into. I don't have to upload WordPress and all those things. I can just simply build this site on a what they call a WYSIWYG, and the one I'm going to be used is called Composer. Now this is a free one, and I'm going to have a link below this video for you to download this free one. Also below this video I'm going to have a template that I am going to create right here in front of you that you can use as well, so that you don't have to continuously redo this every time. I make one template and then I change out all the content on the template every time I do it. Make a new site. So it's very simple, very easy. So if you want to go the static route, you can do this. If you want to do what Albert trained in his video, the WordPress, feel free. Even mix them up if you want to. It's a great practice to know both these things. So let's get right into it. Right now I just opened up Composer. You can see Composer here, and this is a blank template. Now if I was going to build this template out from scratch, I could simply go to the table function right here, and I can make this just a 2-row template. Okay, so basically this is all I want right here, and this is a 2-row. So why I want 2 rows, I want all my content in this one, and then down below is where we would put our privacy policies, terms of service, any of those types of things that we may need on this page. Also, I'm going to give you a generic privacy policy, term of service, and everything like that, so you guys can just put it on your page as well. And it's good to have that on it, because if Google does come looking, it does look like a real site that is getting real traffic, because if you don't have those terms of service and privacy policy, they're going to think it's a fake site. You're not really doing anything. And nowadays everybody wants you to have, even if you're doing CPA marketing or something like that, on your landing pages they want terms of service, privacy policies, all those types of things. So that's what we're going to put down there. Now what you can do once you have this simple template is you can stretch it out just like this, real easy, and you can make these cells different widths, and you can simply do it like that. You can go into the cell properties, and you can even change the cell heights and widths. So you can go right here, you can do the table alignment so everything's centered as well, so everything in this table will be centered. You can keep it left, you can keep it right. Normally I keep it left because when you're reading any type of article, it's all left centered. You can go into the cell area as well. You can make your content horizontally centered. You can wrap your content. So real easy. There's nothing real complex about any of this. Go back to the table height here. Now if we want to make this mobile friendly, and that's what we're going to be focusing on, is mobile, we want to make this mobile width. Okay, so what we want to do here is we really want to have this able to be seen inside mobile phones, and most mobile phones aren't any bigger than about 414 pixels wide. You can go about 500 if you want, so you can just hit this right there and make that 500, hit apply, and then just hit OK, and you'll see how this now has made everything align up just the way we need it. Now you can see right here we can shorten up this one cell right there. You can do that all on the corner here, so we don't need that cell that big. Basically all we're going to put in there is some very simple information about one thing we're going to do is we're going to have all rights reserved, and that's all you're going to put there, all rights. And then basically it's going to have the little C. You can get that anywhere. It's going to be on my template, so don't worry about it. And then you would have whatever your domain name is, so your domain name would go here. And then right next to it is going to be the PP, and then that's going to be separated. And then you're also going to have your terms of service, and then any other important document that we would need down there. In this center part is going to be all your information. So it's going to be very simple. You can see everything's justified to the center right now. You can always go up here and make this to the left, and it goes right to the left. And if you wanted to, you could actually make these 3 boxes so that you could have one just for your header. So if you did want to add a box, it's pretty simple. You just go into the cell properties and the table, And then you can just add one more row. You just hit 3, hit apply, okay, and then you'll see there's one more row. Now what we can do here is drag this one up like that, and you can see we have that separated. This will have to cut, bring it down here, just paste it in. All I'm doing is copy and pasting. And now we have up here in this box, we kind of have 3 separate boxes here, one for all our terms and services, one up here for our header, and then one in here for our content, right? So that's the simplest way I go about making it. Now, in the header is basically just going to be your domain name or whatever the keyword loaded domain that you're using. So say for this one, we were in the example before, we were like lose fat fast. That would go right here. And generally what I like to do is I like to, you know, kind of make this a little bigger. Don't go too big because you'll overdo your pixels, and then this will, the whole box will enlarge, right? Now the length of it can be as long as you want, right? That's not going to ever matter. You can always make this longer to fit all your content in here, because people will scroll on their phone down to read something, but we're not really worried about them reading anything anyway. So just do something simple like that. You can always play around with your background colors. Up here are your colors, and you can see right now it's white. We can change this to any color we want. So say we wanted a blue one, so okay, and then you see it's blue. Now we would change our lettering. That's the forward color, and you can change that to white, and there you go. Now inside here we would just start putting our content in here. Real simple. You know, we would just add in an article that we found anywhere online, and we could spin it, or you could have someone write it yourself, or someone write it for you, or you write it yourself, right? So that's the basic way we get our content. I personally would recommend that you take an article that's out there, rewrite it a little bit to make it more unique. Google likes unique content, and they like to see sites with unique content. But, you know, if you're not really worried about that, just find some articles, see if you can find them on Bing or another search engine other than Google. And some of the places you can find articles is eZine or BuzzFeed, places like that where you can go and search, Pinterest, all these different areas where you could find content on, you know, this type of subject. Even Facebook has a lot of fan pages that you could find some good content on. So make your content anywhere between 500 and 1,000 words. 1,000 words is 1,000 plus is always better. And then add in some pictures and stuff. So this is a real basic layout of a template. Now let me show you one that I have made that I'm going to give you all. This one here, I made it on mesothelioma. And you can see I just basically made the background here brown. I made the lettering white. And the title of the this domain is typesofmesothelioma.xyz, and that was the domain name I have bought and registered. And then the article is Types of Mesothelioma Explained, okay? Don't worry about this part right here as of now. In another training video, I'm going to show you what this means. And then in here is where I put my article. And then this won't show up right now, but this is a picture of mesothelioma, just something I found in images on Bing or Google. Just find an image, paste it in here, and then the rest of the article, right? So this article is about 1,000 plus words. And then down here you can see where I was talking about we're going to put our types of mesothelioma copyright. Then you have the little C, 2016, all rights reserved. And then we have our privacy policy and our terms of use. And I'm going to put all that below this video, as well as this template in a zip file, so that you have all of that. You can download it, and you can start to use this template. Now, this template was used for desktop, so desktop sizes are good over 1,000 pixels wide. But if you could change this, right? So all I have to do is drag this, and I can make this any size I want. And you see now it's more mobile friendly. This would be something that you would look at on your phone, right? And I could go down to even 420. Let's go down a little more. Usually, I think the new iPhone 6 is 414 pixels wide. Oh, it's not going to let me go any less than 516 on this one because of my picture. If this happens to you, you just simply click on the picture, go to Image Properties, and go to Appearance, or I'm sorry, Dimensions, and you can make this pixel smaller. So you could say make it 415. There, the image fits in there, and now you could actually shrink this down more. So there you go. You can see everything fits right in there now. So that's what you would do. Just resize this to any size you want. Doesn't really matter. Like I said, this isn't, don't go crazy on this, because you know the way we run our traffic, the way we run this, you're not going to have to worry about the size of this really. But try to get it around 500 pixels wide. And then from there, when we do our templates and show you how to run all this, you'll understand more about what I'm talking about as of now, because we're going to use mobile traffic. So I hope this video helped you all. I'll see you all in the next video.